Nobody reminded me. No problem. All right, guys, look here. We're just cleaning chicken. That's what this is today. We're going to be making jerk chicken. So we're just cleaning up this chicken as best as we can. All right. The type of chicken that we're using is halal chicken. That's the best kind for me. And one thing about halal, they're usually smaller than if you buy regular, I don't know, look like they're steroid injected chicken. So all we do, you just want to get this little piece out here and then get off these fats. So what I do, I cut it there like that and just do a piece like this, get the fat off, see that? Get it into your bowl. Then here we have another piece of fat that I get off here. Now a lot of people, when they're making jerk chicken, they'll tell you that they don't need to take that off because it will burn out. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And the worst thing when it doesn't burn out is horrible, let me just tell you, right? So now, these little kidneys, a lot of people don't take these out either. When you're doing bulk, they will not take these out. Jamaican cleaning chicken, we take it out. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I know people say it have to come out, but if it didn't come out and they cook it on that hot fire with the hot heat, it wouldn't make no difference. Trust me when I tell you. But for me, it's just the way that we've always cleaned it, and I know that I don't want it in there. Okay? And then the way I do my jerk chicken now is I'll cut it right here, right? Okay? And then sometimes on this thing here, I'll go over it because it has like an extra layer. See it there? So a lot of times they don't take that off. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. I like to get it off because, again, it doesn't hurt the chicken, right? But as far as the flavor, but if you bite that little last piece, it's going to be a little tough to consume. So then I split them up, legs into one pile, and then for jerk chicken, I always put another slice like that, okay? So that the seasoning gets in there. And then thighs in the other. And the reason why, let me get a paper towel here. And the paper towel is just to go on the handle of this because it's gonna get wet. So again, we just take off this layer here, like that. Take off the little neck piece. And again, yo, listen, I'll tell you this right now. A lot of these jerk guys, I met this jerk guy one time. We were supposed to go into business together, and he was cleaning his chicken. And after I saw him clean the chicken, I was like, man, I can't go into business with you, bro. If that's how you clean the chicken. He's like, yeah, but the fire burn it off. I was like, no, the fire don't burn off that. You understand? No fire not burning that off. So these are just thighs right now. And what this is, we have a lot of catering coming up, right? So the bulk of this is being done in the kitchen. Paradise, wagwan. You bizak, back, bidak, back, right? The bulk of it's going to be done in the kitchen. Me, I'm doing a personal catering, so I have to do this myself. They're like, you doing a personal catering, you do it yourself. Okay? Remember, we look for this little piece here. And now, if you had regular chicken, not halal chicken, what I've noticed the difference is this place would be yellow, super dark yellow. So you want to take that off. You understand what I mean? But, so we're going to just try and get through these as fast as possible, because after we do this, we clean it up, okay? And then, as you know, with my jerk chicken, I put it into a brine, okay, first, and then we leave that for 24 hours. And then after that, we have another 48 hours after we season it to go. You understand? So this here is a 40-pound box of chicken where me have to go try to clean up right now. So all of this, you get out this as much as you can, right? Remember, we're gonna wash this in vinegar and lime. So see that piece of fat there? I like to get it off. Like I said, people are gonna tell you that it will burn off, but I find that that is not true. You understand? See? So I could just lick through them here. The whole box of chicken we have to do, you know. It's not gonna be nice. And if I really wanted to move fast, right, I would even be cutting these. You get what I'm saying? How long did it take me to recover from the Scotch bonnet yesterday? So guys, if you don't know what Paradise is gleefully talking about, yesterday they gave me a super chat to eat a whole Scotch bonnet pepper, which I did on live. Ate a whole Scotch bonnet pepper. You understand? And I'm going to be honest. I eat Scotch bonnets all the time, so that one wasn't too bad. Okay? But I do have some that I would never, ever, ever do it regardless of how much super chat you give. Well, let's not say that. A decent enough super chat, I would do it. But it would be very painful. I ain't going to lie to you. You understand? Because the one that I ate yesterday with the seeds, see, sometimes the flesh is not too bad, you know, but them seeds, boy, let me tell you something. That is an after effect with the seeds. So you don't feel it at first. But I felt it later on. I ain't going to lie to you. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I felt it, you know. But the worst one I did later on when I was done cooking, I had those purples. And that now was nothing to play with. Okay? Them purple one, they're disgusting, man. Carlos, Taco Tuesday today. No, today we're cleaning chicken, you know. We have jerk chicken. We have catering to do, so today it's just work. I'm just kind of coming on while I'm working, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be eating out today. I don't think I'm going to have time to cook for myself today. Because today we're just doing seasoning up. We clean the chicken and we season up. You understand? Evan, what's up? What's going on? What a go on? Just working and hanging out while we're working. You understand? You know it go. Hang out together and work. So this is where the seasoning goes. So just like in my Scotch bonnet, in my Jerk Essentials cooking book, right? They show you this is what we do. We clean this thing like this. And then I make those cuts. So if you wanted to, most time when you see jerk chicken being, this is how it goes, like this. You see? They don't bother cut it like I do. I like to cut it like that because of one, presentation. It's easier for me to spread it out on the grill, you know. But majority of jerk chicken that's being cooked is gonna be cooked whole like this. They'll just clean this out like this. Right? And like I told you, some of them won't even do this part here. Let me just be honest with you. They don't do that. And then they don't, all these fats and these things here, this slime, they're not going to even take that off. Because what they'll say is, that will just come off in the cooking. And then, like that. This is how every chicken that I do. And then because I brine it, it fits better. You understand? Sally, walk on. Wagwan. All right. So here we go. Right now we're just cleaning chicken. A box of chicken. 40 pounds we're doing here. Okay? 40 pounds of chicken. That's just one box. And 40 pounds of chicken is just 2 orders. Okay? Just so you know. So each order is like 20 pounds of chicken. Okay? If you order a small jerk chicken, is about 10 pounds of chicken. That's how you do it. All right? But this one, we also have some white meat. We have some breast and wings that we're gonna add to this too. All right? So guys coming in, respect everything. Can you just do what you know how we do over here? Just like the little live and make them push it out for me. All right? So what I'm gonna show you guys. All right. So you remember when I was telling you people say they don't wash chicken, right? You see this? Look at all of that. And I'm gonna show you why this is like this. That's why one thing in the Caribbean, if you grow up in the Caribbean, your parents always tell you you don't eat from any and everybody. Okay? That's what they tell you. So the reason they tell you that is because you don't know how some people cook. Oops, wrong cut. It's like people have pets, right? I have a pet, but some people allow the pet into the kitchen. I don't. You understand? So everybody's different, man. I keep the pet away because what I know with people, that pet is part of their family, right? So they'll end up petting it and go right back to cooking like they didn't do it. You know? That's just crazy to me. So you have to just careful. You know what I mean? All right. We're just gonna keep on moving. Keep on moving. Look at all of that, the blood and everything, guys. I mean, if you're a vampire, this is perfect for you. You understand? You have food for days. Don't wash your chicken, don't clean it. Yo. And what people don't understand, right? So washing chicken, let me just explain this to you guys, does not kill bacteria. So when we say we wash our chicken, we're not trying to kill bacteria. Okay? The only thing that kills bacteria is heat, cooking it. Right? But what you are doing is getting rid of that raw taste where it's gonna have. It has a raw taste of sitting in that blood and all the impurities that's gonna be on it. You want to get rid of that. All these little things that's gonna be left over in here that I can't get out, you're cleaning that out of it. So it's all those little things that you're doing that separates your chicken. You ever eat chicken like from Kentucky or any of these places, and sometimes it has a really raw taste to it? Like you're like, oh my God, that thing don't taste right. That's because they ain't cleaning that chicken. All they do is take it right out like this. Imagine you take it out. Look at this stuff here like that. Imagine you just took this out and you just threw seasoning on it and gave it to somebody. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because this is how most of the chicken come. It comes in bulk like this. You guys think that, oh, it comes in the package. I'm fine. See some of these hairs on there. Look at that. Right? And that's not how it come. It don't come like that. So, you know what I mean? You got to be aware of who you're eating from as far as I'm concerned, So, clean your chicken, that's fine. You don't have to. Just like I don't got to eat from your house, man. It ain't no big deal. You do you. Like I said, some people would touch their cat, their pets, and go right back to cooking, man. Kiss the pet. And then I'm like, man, you saw what my dog was eating. You ain't kissing that dog. All right, so you see, all this fat, get rid of all of that, right? And I don't know if I could show you this. Let me see if I can show you real quick. I'm gonna show you at the end, but you see all that blood? Look at that blood that is sitting in. You see it? Right? That's because this thing has to travel. Barbara, what's up? Wagwan? You understand? It has to travel. Okay? And when it travels, it loses temperature here, loses temperature there. It's sitting here, sitting there, and it's sitting in all that blood. The fat, you could render down that fat and make like a chicken, you know, grease, kind of like what you do with beef tallow. You know, there's a lot of little things you could do with chicken fat actually. But because we're going to be doing so much of it, I don't need it. Okay? If you want to come over and grab it, you can. All of this little stuff here. So when we wash it now, right? See all of that slime, that underskin, that underlayer, all that's going to come out. Okay? All of that come out. All of this thing has a little kidneys and guts gets out of there. Again, like I said, this fat layer here, you could leave it if you want. It's not going to hurt it. A lot of people will burn it off. When you're doing jerk chicken, it burn right off. You understand? Valerie, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? We just have got through cutting chicken up. I'm just hanging out with y'all while I work. Right? That's all. Hanging out while me work. So you can see the process. See this? It's not necessary, like I said. A lot of times people don't even remember to take that off. And definitely if you're frying chicken, you don't have no reason to take it off. You're not going to do anything to it. Right? Get out these things. Yo, I wish I could play some music. You know what I mean? But I think YouTube be having a panic attack when you play music. Is he playing music? Tell me he's not playing music while he's cooking. That's gotta be crazy. Right? How dare he play music? It's funny because on the other platforms like TikTok and all of them stuff that you can play your music, they don't care. You know? And I don't know why YouTube would care because they got a whole music category. So I don't know. I don't know why it's a big deal to play music. Unless I just say, you know what? The hell with it. I don't care. I'm gonna play my music. You see me? I could do that, guys. I could. But I don't know. So get the little fat off. Cut. And go. Go through. Go through. Go through. Go through. 40 pound of chicken we're doing right now, guys. 40 pound. 40 pound. 40 pound. So this is all we're doing today. Cutting up some chicken. Cutting it up and cleaning it. Now this seems like it's getting a little dull on me. So normally when I know I have to do a lot of chicken, I carry my knives to my knife sharpening guy, where he puts it onto a machine with a laser, and then I get it razor sharp. But as usual, in typical Chef Balo style, guess what? I don't do it. Let me see what I go on here, sir. You can comment here. Oh, you know what? You might be right. I might be able to do it and then just delete the live with the music. Does anybody know if that's true? Because my first live, I had music, and YouTube said it was banned all over the place or whatever. So I don't know. But let me know. Because like this live, I'm not going to really save this live. I could play some music. I'm going, enjoy myself. Because normally if I'm doing this, get these feathers in the back. If you see them, guys, it's easier to get them now than later. But when you wash it, you're gonna see all those little feathers that you missed. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing some music now, because this now, we just play music and go through. What you guys think? Put on some tunes. How it work? Anybody know on the live? You guys are people that go live. You know what to do. What do I do? How does the music thing work? Hmm? How does the music thing work? I can put on some. Cause right now, I wouldn't mind listen up some D Brown. Could you have named to me? Did you put your best in me? Something, something. You know it. You know the big tune them. You know the big tune them. I get these hairs off the back. The worst thing, people always, another thing that they like to say, my friends, man, when they're so funny. They're like, Balo, you take time to take off them hair off a chicken? I'll be like, yeah. They're like, why? The fire just burn off that, man. I said, all right then. If you say so. It might burn it off sometime and it might not, but the last thing I want is a customer and a client to see chicken hairs on a chicken that I gave them. I'm sorry. If you do that and you don't care what your customer say, then I can't argue with you. This knife, let me try this one here. Let's see. This knife feel like it's getting very, very dull on me. I take it to go get sharpened tomorrow. And this too. So guys, sharp knife is a must, right? So what you guys, anybody with the live, anybody know? Okay, what can I do? Can I do that? Yeah or nay? Can I play music? Does anybody know? Can I play music? Talk to me, talk to me. And me, what's up? Right now we're cleaning up 40 pound of chicken right now. 40 whizzle. Okay, and we're cleaning this up because we're going to make jerk chicken later on. Okay, so this is how we clean chicken. This is just step one. Get these hairs out, get the skin off of the little leg there, right? Step one. Step two, you use vinegar and lime to wash it, okay, to get rid of all of the thing, because in this box right here, it's been sitting in blood. He was what you said, just go for it. Go for it, you just go for it, you just go for it, you just, right? I think I might just go for it. I'm gonna find some music. Go find some music for playing at the background crowd of people. Right? Let's do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to, because what the worst them can do? What is the worst you could do? In YouTube? Oh, missed the cut. So this definitely needs sharpening, man. God, this sucks. Sucks, guys, sucks. But we're gonna get through. So remember, one large pan of this, that'll give you 20 pounds. This is 40 pounds of chicken that we're cleaning right now. 40 pounds. 40 pounds. And we have 5 boxes to do. Okay? Although I'm not doing 5 boxes. You understand? The other boxes are in the at the kitchen, and the workers are doing that. I'm just doing this one box over here because I have a personal client that I have to do. But I don't mind. If I have to clean chicken, I clean chicken. I don't leave it to anybody. Okay? See, one thing I learned with this cooking thing, right? Anybody can call out, okay? You could tell me you're not coming in. You could say you ain't gonna cook this or whatever. It doesn't matter. I can do it. Okay? So there's never gonna be a time that I'm gonna get stuck on a no-show. All right, you don't show up, I'll just make it work, man. Anytime I'm doing any kind of cooking, catering, anything like that, I always have a contingency plan. What if this doesn't work? What if you don't show up? What if the stove don't work, the grill, everything? What if it rain and we're doing an outdoor event? I always have a backup plan B and then a plan C just in case plan B don't work. Okay? So that way you're never going to be surprised. And I'll tell you, when you do catering, you pretty much seen and heard it all. Okay? You seen and heard it all. So nothing surprises you. You get it? Again, we take out these pieces here so because these are what we call the guts, but they're really just like kidneys, I think, or whatever. I forget what part of it is, but it ain't gonna hurt you if you leave it in there. But it's considered, if you ever did that in front of somebody, they would have been like, boy, I'm nasty, don't even take out that piece of the chicken. And even clean out the guts. Yo. Yo, people be crazy, man. They be serious with that, boy. Disgusting, man. Can't eat from him, man. See? Get these off. Get it off. Come on, get off of there. And get this back piece off. Right? So I always get halal chicken too, guys, just so you know. Let me go up a little bit. I can't see these things, don't keep moving. Right? And the reason why, it's a better quality chicken, especially when you're gonna jerk. So the chicken pieces are not overly big, like those other chickens that just look like they're on steroids. They're super big. They look like turkeys almost. And for me, this holds the seasoning much better. So when we're gonna do the brine, it holds it better with the brine. Then when you season it, it's just as good. And then definitely, because they're not oversized, when you go to grill it, you have more space on the grill, right? And again, the reason why I cut mine like this is because I got to fit them into a container. But most people, when they're doing this, they don't cut the piece like that. They cut it after it's cooked, when they chop it up. But we do ours a little bit different. This way we can season the pieces better individually. We get a better seasoning on there, right? And this is why we have some of the best jerk chicken this side of the planet, period. And I'll die on that hill. I'll put it up against anybody. Anybody. All right, so now we're getting down to the bloody part of the chicken. This is the chicken that's been sitting in that blood. This is the part of the chicken that these people be telling you, oh, you don't need to wash your chicken. Can you imagine? I still can't get over it. That's why I got to do these type of lives so that you guys will see how the chicken really comes. And then you think that, oh, you just take it out of the box, right? Yeah, chicken food wash, yes. I mean, I just can't understand that philosophy where they don't wash it. I can't wrap my head around it. Like I don't get it. That's why I'm doing this so you can see. I mean, like if you after you see this, if you still think that you don't need to wash your chicken, you're mental. Mental. And again, it's not just about bacteria, guys. Okay? It's about flavor, taste, everything. You want to get rid of all of these little impurities. There's a little slimy layer of skin underneath this that you want to kind of get as much as that's underneath here. Right here. See it? This thing here. Once you want to get that out of there, man. That's what gives the chicken. Let me show you this thing again. Right? Look at that. You see that? Do you see it? You telling me you don't want to wash this? Gotta be crazy, man. Come on, man. Don't be ridiculous. You get these chefs on Food Network talking madness to you, man. They're disgusting, man. Them eat anything. You understand? You have to remember, just because you do it and it works out for you, don't mean it works for me. You understand? Always keep that in mind. You know, I've been to certain restaurants, I ain't gonna call their name, and when they give you the chicken full of hair. You understand? Lime and vinegar every day, all day. Yo. And like you said, as much time as you spend doing this, you gotta spend cleaning the chicken. That's why when we're doing catering and all this stuff, I gotta get my orders out way ahead of time, because just to prep, just to clean the chicken is one whole day, pretty much, you know. Remember, this is just one 40-pound box, okay, that I'm cutting up here like this. Okay, so you see all these little fat pieces and stuff. When I rinse the chicken in the vinegar, I let it soak in the vinegar and the lime, and then we rinse it, we get rid of all of that. That's how that works. Okay, if you want to have real Caribbean cooking, like you get one of my cookbooks and you're making jerk chicken, right? Imagine you're making jerk chicken and you go to the trouble to get the cookbook and you skip this step. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to taste right. It's going to be off. And you're going to wonder why. It's because you didn't do this. That is why. The chicken is raw. Right? And you got to remember. So another thing, you know, a lot of people trust packing, right? This chicken can be dropping on the floor, all kind of stuff. And all the people do is just put it back in this box, wrap it up and send it out. They don't care. You think they care? Right? A lot of these companies, what happen, they get the chicken like this. Okay? And all they do, they put it into their containers. Like, I don't think people understand that's how it works. They'll get it like this. Like those little grocery stores that you go to, not little, but even the bigger ones. This is how it comes, just like this. And all they do, they're right there in the back. You can see the butcher, and they got their little packing stuff, just like they got their meats. The meats come wholesale, like how we buy it, right? And then they just put it in their thing with their name on it and sell it to you, just like this. And you telling me you take this out of the package, just raw, and cook it? I don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say. I can't tell you what to say. This cannot work like that. It can. It can. But, you know, let me tell you, once I see you do that, it's done with us, you know. Okay, right? So if you clean in your thing, that's it. And you don't do that, you don't clean your wash your chicken, we're done. I got nothing to say to you. I'm not eating from you. I don't care. I'm not eating from you. I don't care what you do. And everybody else tell me how great it tastes. I'm not doing it. All right? And you can't tell. Like I tell you, I was gonna go into business with somebody who was opening up a big jerk restaurant, just jerk chicken alone. And when they showed me how they did their jerk chicken, I nearly had a heart attack, man. I couldn't believe it. All of this, them leave in there. You know, fire burn out that, man. Fat everywhere. Here upon the chicken, them no business. I'm saying, no, sir. I can't do that. I can't get the people them that. You know why? I wouldn't eat that. You understand? And one thing I can say with our catering, and everybody knows, definitely, I'm not going to give you what I don't eat, right? Meaning, if this is how we make it, this is how you're going to get it. Yo, I know a lot of people don't want to clean the chicken. You hear me? I tell you, I'm being honest with you, a lot. And I'm talking about Jamaican. You understand? That don't do it too. This guy, all he did, he cut off this. Let me show you how I'm doing chicken. And then cut off this piece of fat just like this. Done. Right? That can't make sense. Me can't do that. Can't eat like that. You see it, you know? Watch out. Just a beat up, box up, box up. Get rid of all of them sitting there. All of that stuff, guys. All of that. 40 pound of chicken we are cooking. I mean, clean up right now, you know. One box is 40 pounds, guys. All right, like I told you. And it's 20 pound for all of you guys that want to cater, are going to be doing some catering for the holiday season. Right? It's 20 pound per large pan. Okay? That's all you figure it out. That means a small pan is 10 pound. Got it? All right. So, all of this. Now this is why you wash too. You see like how you get that? I know that this is not fully out the way I want it to get out. So I know that this is going to come out when I wash it. When I'm washing it, we're going to clean all of that, get all of that out of there. Let me, again, anybody when I wash them chicken, guys, hit the like button, hit the like button. Cause see it here, this is where them blood not again. See that? A vampire alone. So, if you know any vampires, send them over to those people's house. You understand? And look how this look. This is just sitting in the blood, man. Boy, that's beyond lazy. I don't know. I call that beyond lazy. That's just nasty. You understand? Listen, one thing we do, right? We do a lot of jerk chicken. And we do a lot of oxtail. Okay? But end of the day, the time is the time. And so unfortunately, this is the time. Like this now, we had 5 boxes of chicken. And that I got done in a couple of days. And then weekend again, we have to go again. So like tomorrow now, we have to do again for what we're going to do for the weekend, right? For the weekend catering. Because our chicken need 3 days total. You get it? Alright, watch out. Yeah, this is not how we do it. So you learn stuff every day, guys. Maybe one thing I learned too, you know, you have a thing called cultural differences, right? So some cultures is not their way, and that's fine. But unfortunately for you, my culture, this is the way. You understand? But there's cultural differences, you know. It's no different than when somebody like a steak rare, you know, their culture tell them say that's good, and that's how they eat it. There's nothing wrong with that in that sense. I'm just not gonna do it. You understand? So sometimes it just don't fit me. No, it's not 3 days. Let me tell you how it works. It's one day we put it in a brine. Okay? If you go on my page, you'll see exactly how we make it. It's in the shorts. We do one day in a brine. So this one will be cleaned up in vinegar and lime, right? And then we'll put it in a brine with allspice, pimento, where else we put in the salt, all the good stuff. Everything that go in, onion, garlic, right? And then you'd leave that for 24 hours. After that, you take it out the brine, and then you season it in the jerk seasoning. And then that have to stay for 48 hours. And then after that, that is when you grill. So it's a total of 72 hours worth of seasoning, right, per order of jerk chicken. So it go. But remember, we do this in stages, you know. So like I'll know this now. Me know this can't good till 3 days from now, you know. You understand? That's how it goes. So we already have some that is ready to go now for tomorrow, and so forth and so forth. So you just have to have good management skills when you do this. But when you do it like that, nobody can talk to me about no jerk chicken. You know, I'm sorry. Because once it's sit down in the seasoning like that, there's no, man, it's not, I'm telling you. Right now, I have, yeah, it is. And then, you know, we make our own seasoning, our own jerk seasoning. That's why in my book, Jerk Essentials, it show you how to make the wet or the dry. And it show you how to jerk just about anything you want jerk. You understand? So see it there? That's how we do it, and it separates us. Once you look at all of this muck here with them, boy, I can't get over. Every time I do it, I just can't understand how somebody don't clean the chicken. I can't figure it out. Yeah, you have to separate yourself, you know, and do next level things, you know, for real. You understand? We have a lot of competition out here. Everybody have their own way of doing jerk. You know, we get pimento wood from Jamaica, which is very hard to get here, right? And we can't cook with it because you don't get enough to cook straight pimento wood. So what we do, we make a smoke pack, okay? And we use the pimento wood to smoke the chicken along with the, you know, the charcoal, and then we slow cook. Tell you, it's a big process just to make some jerk chicken, you know, man. Share organics, you're back in the building, wagwan, right? It is a big ordeal the way we make jerk. And you can make jerk too, because I'm showing you how to do it, right? So it's not just me, I'm telling you the way you need to do it if you want to stand out from the crowd. Now, if you want to be like everybody else, all you got to do, take your jerk chicken, season it, you know, just let it marinate for like a good, I don't know, maybe two hours is fine. You don't want to cook jerk chicken if it don't marinate for under 2 hours, right? If you really want a good flavor. And you could go ahead and you know, it'll be okay for the home. But when you have clients and customer, right now, I have caterers, like one of these orders that we're doing is 2 pan, so a 40-pound box is for another caterer, okay? Because the caterer, although them can cook wicked, them can't make jerk chicken like me. But you know what they do make better than me? I mean, I would say it on the live. Curry goat. Yo, their curry goat outrageous, out of this world. And I make a wicked curry goat. But for them one, whoo, my gosh. I don't know how them do it. It's funny, you know, because them tell me 100 times how them do it, you know, and I still can't get it like them. Right? 100 times. So one day I sit down with them and watch, and I just give up. I just say, Balo, and everything you have to be the absolute best. Your curry goat wicked same way, you know. As long as you don't taste them people curry goat, you're alright. But if you ever taste for them one, you're lost. Yeah, some people have the touch, man. I'm telling you. You know, but one thing with me, right? I give you that respect. So if you make something that I feel is better than me, you know, and trust me, I've had people have both of our curry goat and tell me that mine is better, right? But on a personal level, nah, them definitely have that over me by far. But I've had people say, no, your one better. I say, well, you don't know a goat. That's all me can say. John knows the. Even thinking about that right now, when I mash up a good plate of that with some white rice. You see me? Yo, that's how it goes. You always have people you can't recreate what them do, man. I'm telling you the truth, man. I have a sister in there. She make a stew peas there, boy. Let me tell you something. And why me rate her? All right, so me make a wicked stew peas, you know, like my stew peas bad, right? And if you go into the black book, you'll see the recipe there. My stew peas bad, but she can make a stew peas from anything and it wicked. That's, whew, that's talent right there, son. Anything at all and still bad, let me tell you. Yeah, see? Let me tell you, the grandparents, I don't know how them way better than us. I don't know how grandparents cook better than we do. Because we have more technology and more things, access to everything more than them. And we still can't compete. You see how this one little bit? Technically, I could have left this alone as a whole. Quite small. So I have nothing on there. Right? So this don't even count as a piece. This is when me see all them pieces, so this me have to eat, man. You know? When you say magic, that's true, man. That's true. I can't explain it no other way either. I don't know how them just outcook us all the time. All right, guys, we're down to a little bit more of these pieces here, so we're soon done with this box here, so right. And this knife is getting super dull on me too, so it's a good job. We're almost done. Right. And to be honest, if I wasn't chatting, no, it's not Popeyes, but it could be. You know what I mean? Popeyes not cleaning their chicken like this. Let me tell you that right now, okay? They're not doing this. Unless it's Popeyes at Jamaica, then that would be different. But the Popeyes here, they ain't doing all of this. You crazy? Time for clean that. Just season it up, throw it in the seasoning pack and throw it in the fryer. And good. Right? But we're gonna make jerk chicken. Original, authentic jerk. And no self-respecting jerk person I go have chicken and don't clean it. You understand? See me? Guys, hey, we run through this box that's still between me and you, man. Run through this. I mean, if I never run off my gum so much, I've done this long time. You understand? I beat off my gums, I chat. You know, let me just, I have to come on here when I can, you know what I mean? Because it's not all the time I'll be able to do it. When I'm busy like this, I don't even get a chance to eat. What I'm going to have to do is find somebody else that's cooking and beg them little food, you understand? Yeah, that may I tell you, they say that the fire burn out the fat. People love to say that, but trust me, I've been doing this a long time. It doesn't, right? People just tolerate it, but it don't do it. It don't. And people always say that. Oh, your man does all when it, another thing that they like to say that with is oxtail. They love to tell you that. Oh man, we just burn off the fat. No, it doesn't. What it does, it renders the fat, right? So if you're cooking oxtail, it just turn it into oil. That's it. So you have one bigger fat on the oxtail and sitting in one oil of gravy. It's crazy. I gotta keep showing you this because these are the things that annoy me. Look, guys, don't wash your chicken. Look here. Look, you don't have to wash chicken. You can just take it right out of the blood onto and feed it. Fire. Look, why are you washing it? Why do you want to get rid of all this great, delicious flavor of blood and grime and grit? Bobby Flay and them money I tell you don't wash chicken. Now what they... Boy, if me could have walked around with a bottle of baby powder, you understand? So I could have just box them, soften up the box, and box them too hard, So you just make sure you have some baby powder, put it on your hand, and then just shot them a box. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, that is what, this is how your chicken come. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That's how it come, like that. And this is what you're telling me not to wash. Just think about how maniacal that is. Yo, and you'll have all these people telling you, yeah, man, you gotta wash your chicken with the cat on the counter. Or the dog that's been outside walking in all kind of feces and everything. And I said, yeah, man, you're not for wash the chicken. Your parents say, don't eat from any and everybody. I'm sure them say that. Guys, hit the little like button on that side there for me now, please. The little 3 dots down there. It helps me. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button now, man. Yeah, I see that all the time. I see them, the cat, they had people over for dinner, and the cat on the counter, and everybody looking at each other like, you see this? Like, we right here, so what go on if we're not here? If this is what's happening in front of your face, man, trust me. I had a friend, I used to live next to a neighbor, and she invited us over for dinner. When we go over there, she had the biggest German Shepherd you'd ever seen in your life, and had the hors d'oeuvres out. And the German Shepherd just enjoy himself just like everybody else, man. And then the lady wanted to take up the hors d'oeuvres after she just said the dog a nyam off of the hors d'oeuvres and then go walk around and want to give it to people. If I never experienced that in myself, I would say it's a lie. Make up that story there. Yep. So when your grandparents said you don't eat for any and everybody, them know what them are talk about, right? Because some people don't take the care that you take. And then we have another saying, puss and dog don't have the same luck. Meaning just because it don't bother them, don't mean it won't bother you. Just because them not get sick off it, don't mean say you not gonna get sick off it. It's just like you can't go some foreign country, see, and you can't drink the water. But the people them live there all them life and I drink the water just fine, no problem. You understand? So, yeah, man. You understand? So, okay. Again, we just clean up this. We only have a few more pieces. So far, we're doing 40 pounds of chicken. XX, yes. Yes, well, you don't know it already, man. Don't know. We have to just entertain with each other because it's the truth. And sometimes the truth funny beyond belief. Right? You can get this. Look at this. All of this here, you know, want to take this out and clean. Imagine you come over and me just say, see a nice chunk of fat here, so for you. You want a piece here? Hold on, don't go nowhere. See them guts here, so hold this. See some nice guts here for you. Little seasoning. Lydia, that's how you pronounce it, or Linda? Can't see. Blind, you know, them glasses are supposed to help me, but then don't help me. Me still can't see. Me blind, me still can't see. You understand? Yo, the next live I'm putting on music. Me no business. If YouTube no want me playing on music, I just saw. I'm putting on music, man. I don't care. I need a little vibe. When you clean so much chicken, you know, you need music. Whole heap of dancehall. Dancehall, dancehall. Dancehall, dancehall. You understand? Whole heap of little vibes. Guys, we're down to the last couple pieces. We have about 5 to 6 pieces out of the 40 pounds of chicken that we are then going to clean in vinegar and lime. And then after we do the vinegar and lime, we put it in a brine for 24 hours. And after you put it in the brine for 24 hours, we have to season for another 48 hours. Okay? And when you season it for another 48 hours, you take it out and then you put it on the grill and you cook it and you flame it. You turn it over. You take some Red Stripe beer and you spray it all over. And you will have the best jerk chicken on this side of the planet. All right? That is what you have to do. But what you cannot do is not clean the chicken. You see me? All right, hold this again. So, remember, we get all of the fat, guys. Saves us work later on. All of the fat. Look at this. Look at it dripping in blood. I've just relieved and say we're dripping in blood. Jay, what you say? You put the beer in a spray bottle. So how the hell do you drink it? Eh? If you put the beer in a spray bottle, how do you drink it? Just explain that to me, because every time me spray, me have to open up another bottle. That's how it works. We work with a 6-pack, you know. Zane, let me show you how you do it. You get a 6-pack of Red Stripe. Bust it, shake it up, spray. Drink the rest of that. Done off that. When you need to spray again, you open up another bottle. Shake it up, spray. Drink, done off that. You see me? You get about 5 to 6 spray per 20 pounds of jerk chicken. So by the time you are done, you should have consumed 1 6-pack of Red Stripe. That is how you do it. I don't understand. Because if you put it in the spray bottle, oh, you're going to finish it. You understand, Gia? Oh, we finish it if we put it in a spray bottle. That's all I want to know. Because I can't drink out of the spray bottle. You understand? That's how you make the jerk chicken. Yes, sir. I use a spray bottle, drink the rest. That sounds like a whole heap of work. Drink as you go along. Spray, drink, new bottle. I guess I see him style, but my style better. Try it my way next time. Right? See it there? Boom. All right, guys. Let's see how much more of the bloody chicken we have. See? This is how much bloody chicken we have left sitting in seasoning. See it? Look here. Here goes the gravy. This is where people them tell you say you don't need to wash your chicken. See it there? All right? Anytime somebody said them don't want to wash them chicken, just say you look on it live and somebody got a case of chicken and he showed us this is how it is. So I'm going to rinse my chicken in lime and vinegar. I didn't know before that that's how the chicken came, but now that I am aware, I will no longer not wash my chicken. Okay? Because benefit of the doubt, maybe you don't know, you know, through Publix and them and what you call it, segments and all them grocery store, key food and them place, and then put it in a little pretty package. And you guys think that, oh, it's in such a nice package. Big up, big up, big up. Thank you, Wagwan. Use little dish soap. No, aya. No, work that way there. I had a friend from Ohio, and when we tell her, say, Jamaican wash them chicken, she said, oh. And when we reach at the house, the lady have a chicken in a full soap and water. Yo, couldn't believe it, yo. She said, you said wash the chicken. No, star. Soap have chemical in there, general. We can't do that. You understand? No. Most restaurants, right, do not wash their chicken. Let me just tell you that right now. Zine, the majority of restaurants don't do it. Them take the blood straight, so you take your nice blood just like this a seasoning. And all them do, like me tell you, watch out, look. And this is some Jamaican jerk restaurants too. It's not just other culture, you know. Some of us is doing this also. Let me show you. Then take the knife. There's a little piece here, so see there? A little tail there. Then just zing. Tail gone. Zing. You see a little fat piece here, so? See it there? Then just zing. See there? Done. That's it. Straight to seasoning. You hear me I tell you? Straight to season. And why me know, like I said earlier in the life, I was going into business with somebody and that's how them clean them chicken. And I was like, I can't do it. I cannot, me and you cannot do no business. Because I can't trust you. Because even if I go into business with you and say we're gonna do it this way, when I'm not there, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna say, Chef Balo don't know him at all about the people have no business. Just throw fire will kill it. Right? That's what will happen. So let me just tell you that. I know that for sure. It's not everybody gonna go through this trouble to clean no chicken. You see? And like we said, this part here, the little guts, you know, reality, I'm not gonna say they have to go, right? But I know it get like a little bitter taste, so I take it out, but it wouldn't hurt if you cook that. But I would never ever leave it in there. So look guys, see all this slime, all of this? You only get that out when you're washing it. Look at that. Look at that. That there. Imagine you just left that in there. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, because people do it every single day on a daily basis. You understand? A daily basis. With a straight face, and them not care. They don't care. They give it to you. And like I said, all of the big box restaurants, for the most part, that's how they do it. Right? So guys, we only have 2 more pieces of the blood up chicken. 2 more pieces of the blood up chicken. See there? That's it. And then 1 more after this. Take off the little piece here. Boom, bang, bing, bang. Right? See the fat underneath here? I like to get rid of all of this fat. Look at that. I know when I say it will burn off, but I guarantee you, if you made your chicken the way you make it, and then I made mine like this, I'm almost would bet everything I have that I would get all your clients from you. Okay? Because we're just not we're not even in the same stratosphere. You are sell vampire chicken, and me I sell real chicken. You understand what I say? Yeah, I clean every kind of meat, Deb. That's how it go. Right? And the reason why is because I know how it's handled, okay? So even though you may be clean, the guy that you hired doesn't care. You understand? So you must keep that in mind. It's not sometimes it's not the person, it's the other people around. You know what I mean? They're the ones that can be filthy. You might care, but they don't care. It's not everybody have the same clean heart, Some people are really mean and disgusting people just in general. Right? So again, I turn it, this little piece of fat here. You don't need to take that off if you don't really want to, but I learned that when it cooks, it have this little fatty piece in there. It's just disgusting to me, Right? So, all right. Guys, we're down to our last season chicken. The last season blood up. All right? So remember, when you guys buy your chicken and you don't wash your chicken, make sure you stir it in the seasoning. This is just red coloring. It's not really blood. All right? You stir the chicken in there, make sure it gets everywhere. Okay? And then once it's nicely seasoned, you take it out and you put it here. Let it drip everywhere. Okay? And then that's it. With this, you go like that with the blood. Oh, look at this. Delicious. Why are we going to take nice, clean vinegar and lime to get rid of that? Why? Let's just leave it in there, guys. It's delicious. It's extra flavor. Right? This is another way to do it. See, I do it like this too, and then get you under, and whoop, done. Cut that last piece there, so And then just check this off. Remember, if this wasn't halal chicken, this would be like a dark yellow, so you'll be able to see it much better on the chicken, okay? If you're frying chicken, it's not as imperative. I still take it off. I think you should. But if you didn't, it wouldn't be the end of the world, right? And then flip. Remember this last little piece here, so we want to get this one cut. Okay. So now that we've created a nice, beautiful mess here, let me just get this out of the way and clean up. Always rinse and spray down immediately. So we have bleach, right? Always have your little bleach handy. Clean up with it a little bit fast. Right? What is that? Everything I want to talk like you. So you just talk. You can. All right, guys. So we have the seasoning from the chicken that you don't need to wash with. Here, screenshot. All right, see there? This is what them tell you. Don't clean your chicken. Let me just, how maniacal is that? Let's get this out of the way. With nice blood up. And then let me just show you this real quick. So, what we did, we cut up 40 pounds of chicken, zine, live, in whatever time. Now, normally, it probably take me about 35, 40 minutes once you have our music and you just a movie. I'm not stopping to talk and read comments and all of that good stuff, right? You see, look here. You see all the little blood. You see all these pieces here. I mean, fat and stuff. Look at all of this in there. That is what they're telling you shouldn't clean. What the fuck is going on, guys? So, you need vinegar. It doesn't matter. Cheap kind, bad kind. This is what Publix brand. Don't make no difference because we're just going to throw it on there if we clean it. Right? So, I'm not going to do it here because this is my countertop. So, I ain't about to show you how to do this on my countertop. But, you take vinegar. You take oil on there. Let me show you what else we need. 1 second. And where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? All right. See that? So we need lime. But guess what? I don't have any lime. So I have to go to the store for lime. Jeez on peace. Can I clean it with just the vinegar alone? Yes, I can. But for me, I take the lime. I wish I had it so I could actually show you. Right? And we take it and we scrub it. Almost like when we clean it, I want it to get all in there, that lime, and it's like an acid bath. That's what you're doing. So an acid wash is basically what we're doing, all right? To get rid of all of the impurities and all of that stuff. So, guys, give me a subscribe if you like this kind of content. Even if you don't like it and you just see me, subscribe. You don't know already. And little likes on the little side there. It's always good. It's always good, right? So we use the lime and we clean and get all of this off, right? And then the vinegar, we let it soak just for a little bit, maybe about 15 minutes or so, if that long, right? 10, 15 minutes, you don't need much, okay? What's up, wagwan? And then once you're done with that, you rinse the chicken off, okay? Rinse, fully rinse. Submerge in water, get rid of all of, you're gonna see all this stuff come off of the chicken. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, so wait, I used to eat the chicken just like this. All these things are gonna come off of it, okay? All this little slime, all of that stuff that you see there, the excess blood that it's been sitting in, all of that's gone, okay? And then you give it a final rinse, then you put it, separate it like this. Once it's separated like this, you go on my page and you look in my shorts, and I have 3 videos there, which you need to go and like and comment on them so they can push it out, right? The first one is a brine, okay? So we make a brine, Let me put this down for 1 second because I'm running up my mouth. We make a brine. With the brine, all we do is take allspice, onion, garlic, Scotch bonnet, and sea salt, coarse sea salt. You put that in there, whole heap of salt, and you put it in, and you make that sit in the fridge for 24 hours, right? When it's done now, you take it out, rinse it, right? This is gonna be jerk, Lenny, right? So you rinse it. Once you rinse it off, you're going to season it with the jerk. Where do you get the jerk from? In the little link that you see there, you click it, right? Or you go in my bio and you click it. And I have a book called Jerk Essentials. It teaches you how to make a dry jerk seasoning with just powder, if you want that, or it teaches you how to make the wet jerk seasoning. Let me show you what I talk about, right? This is the wet jerk seasoning. You understand? Look here. That. So let me explain to you how I would do this. So when I'm making this now, I'm going to use this wet jerk seasoning, and 1 second, let me just show you. Bow! The dry jerk seasoning. So remember, you had this in a brine, so you don't want to over season it too crazy. It's a decent amount, but not like if you didn't brine it, because the brine breaks it down and it has all of the seasoning, right? So it depends on what you're doing. So the dry, Lenny, the dry and the wet is two different styles. Depends on what you're doing. 9 out of 10, I use both of them on my jerk seasoning, right? Both. So we put the wet, mainly the wet, and then we still add a little bit of this, okay? That now, you cover up, goes in the fridge for 48 hours. Or you can put it in the freezer for 24, take it out, let it thaw out, whatever, doesn't matter. But 48 hours it has to sit into the marinade, the wet. Remember, get this from the book Jerk Essentials. The book is only $12. If you don't want to spend $12 for learn how to be a top celebrity chef, then I don't know what to tell you. Zin, you get that, and then you just leave this for 72 hours. 24 in the brine, 48 into the marinade, and then we go on the grill. Right? When you go on the grill, and this is in the book also, you make what we call a smoke pack. Okay? A matter of fact, even that's the link there, you can click this up. So Farah, wagwan. You can click the little link, Zane, and it's even in the black book. I have a jerk seasoning in there too. Okay? Brother, this I got clean. They said don't talk over the chicken and all of that. This I got clean. All right, don't. We are gonna do a whole process to it. But if it make you feel better, watch out. Look, watch out, Jay. People love to say, Jay, I'm gonna teach you something in life. Okay, I want to teach you this in life. There is nowhere on the planet Earth you are gonna eat. Nowhere where people not talking over your food. Nowhere. I don't care where you go. If you go to the top restaurant, I work in a restaurant and I can tell you, with the top chef, you know what them do? Them take them beer and touch your food like this. And I talk, yes, chef, yes, chef. That is what's happening. If you go to McDonald's, Popeyes, KFC, you ever see those people in there working? When you fly go to Jamaica, I want a KFC, Jamaica KFC. All right. Right? Jay, you may not talk over the food. Watch your co-worker them. Watch your co-worker them. This is not a conversation we even going to debate. It's just a thing I notice people say it online and I get it. Don't get me wrong. We never really argue about it. We're just having a conversation. But sometimes you must understand reality. Zine, next time you go out to any high-end restaurant, just watch it where you can see the kitchen and the chef them. Watch them. Because you probably don't watch it. You understand? Watch them. When you work, wherever you work, watch your co-worker them. And then come back on here in a couple of days and tell me, say, them don't do it. They do it. They do it. You understand? Brother, we're not going to argue. Do your thing. right? So, Jay, wherever Jay work, Jay, where you work? So everybody can go there. Jay have the only place in the United States or wherever I'm there where that don't happen. So where that put it in there, Jay. So we can go support you over there. You understand? We can go support him. So anyway, it's not a thing, like we said, this have to go clean. Remember, this something must sit down in our blood. But you worry about somebody I talk over it. Just think about what we are talking about. It just you understand? Just think about that. It's sit down in blood. But the talking over it, that's at the limit. You can't make this up sometime, boy. They need a TV. Sure. Can't make it up. So it don't make sense. We clean it now, though. Just leave it. Just we now go the vinegar, lime now go work. Fire, nothing. Got you. Got you. But just tell me where you work. Again, like I said, put it in the comments so we can go over there. Yeah? Just put it in there so we can just support your thing with general. Because we don't really argue with you now. I know it'll come off like we argue or discuss, we are discuss. So to all the people them we think say it's an argument, it's not. Jay have him right for saying what to say. And it's not him alone say that. Enough people say it. And sometimes I might even be guilty of saying something like that. But sometimes you have to think about the reality. You know? There was a time I wasn't eating pork. And I used to get mad if you cook the pork on the same exact pot, use the same pot or the same grill as thing. I used to go crazy, right? Until I went into, right, Jay, respect. I just want to clarify that with everybody, though. You understand? Everybody entitled to their opinion. I don't want to fight down nobody thing, right? And remember, if you cook the pork in the same thing, I went ballistic, mad. I went to a Chinese place and I ordered some chicken wing. And you know what I see the lady do? The lady take the pork ribs and throw in the aisle. And then take my chicken wings and put in the same aisle. Zine? And I watch it. Right? Then she take the ribs out and put it on the cutting board and chop them up. Wipe. Take my chicken wing, then put them on the cutting board, chop it, put it in the little box and give me. Did I make the same noise and carry on how I would have if I would have went and seen my family cooking the pork in the same thing, on the same grill? Can't I use the same, that a pork pot? No, you know what I did? I ate it and it was delicious. So from that I said, we must look upon the reality of things. You understand? We must look upon the reality of things. No, that would only be cross-contamination if they were, if it was like a halal spot or something. You understand what I mean? In there, you can fry pork, chicken, all of that in the same grease. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? My point was at the time, I wasn't eating pork. And I used to make a big deal about, oh, everything should be handled, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was a religious thing or some, like a Rasta or somebody that generally, it was just a thing I wasn't doing. But I was being hypocritical because when I saw the lady do it, I didn't say a word. I just ate it. You understand? That's what I did. That's what I did. So, I learned to watch the reality of things and I say, all right, a man saying don't eat pork, that means he can never be at a Chinese restaurant. You understand? If you say you don't eat pork and I see you at a Chinese restaurant, I cannot take what you're saying serious because they do not take the same care that you expect from a Caribbean person or, to worry about what you're doing. They don't care. Right? So that's all there is to say that. Sometimes, the reality. But anyway, I don't have any lime, so I have to go and get lime because I cannot finish this chicken. So I'm going to cover it up, put it in the fridge, and then go to the store, get me lime, so I can clean it with the lime and the vinegar, right? And then make it's just reality, yeah, but, sometimes you don't like to talk the truth about your reality, you know what I mean? Like me. I was talking crap, you know what I mean? I'm bothering everybody in the house. Kenneth, you don't have to wait for the jerk chicken. Jerk chicken cook every single day. Just about every day we make jerk chicken around here, so you understand? You just have to be in the vicinity. You understand? Just in the vicinity. That's all. Yeah. So, again, like we just go back to the little part where we just add, we clean 40 pound of chicken. See? That's what we did, 40 pound. And the 40 pound, I'm going to give it 2 large tray of chicken. See? We have to clean it, brine it, season it, and then throw it on the grill and jerk up. But that is a 3-day process, you understand? So, there's nothing else we can do. Just smoke ganja and play cricket. Ah, boy. No, but what I do is cook really well. You understand? That's what I do. I cook really well. Yeah, I mean. But I have clients that I cook that they want little ganja and them little foods every now and then, you know. So once it became legal at certain states, you can do that. Not everywhere you can do it, you know, but some states you can go and do it legally. Right? So anyway, I have to go to work. You understand what I say? I got to get to work. Right? So hopefully after you saw this video, you would have definitely start to clean and understand why you give your chicken an acid wash, not a soap wash with dishwashing liquid, but an acid wash with vinegar and lime. Right? Those are the 2 strong things that you want to use, vinegar and lime. So hopefully after you saw the blood seasoning where it in, you know, that is a thing where when it was just now say, well, boy, Chef Balo showed me the thing sitting in blood, you know, so if you don't do that, I can't eat where you're eating. Or whatever, however, maybe you don't care. You know, once fire touch it, you'll be all right. You understand? Some people good with the fire, you know. Once the fire hit it, them say everything all right. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this extra clean, double, triple clean. You see me? And that's that. So people, hopefully, on the don't do it, on the subscribe to the channel, because guess what? Tomorrow, I don't know what we are make tomorrow. I have a whole heap of catering this week, whole heap of things on the menu. So I don't know which one I'm going to be making. I don't know, it can be lamb chops, it can be oxtail, curry goat. Definitely know we have the jerk chicken. It can be escovitch, you know what I mean? Hey, sub up, pop. Yes, sub up people, please. You understand? And put on the notification. Sometimes it makes sense to sub up because when I come on anytime, random. I'll do a little thumbnail, boom, throw it up there, on in 20 minutes, on in 30 minutes. Because sometimes I don't know when I have the time, right? So I'm doing a box, cleaning a box of chicken. I don't know if I have the time. Really and truly, I was going to clean it and wash it and do everything in front of you. But I don't have lime, so I have to leave and go and get lime. Because I have nobody to send to the store to get the lime. You know why? Because them, they are the kitchen and the shop, and them are clean all what? I think them have 3 or 4, 5 box each for do. I'm only doing 1 box. Hull United, big up AJ Watts from the UK. You understand? Arsenal, we say all day. You see me? Mr. UK. Yeah, we're in Miami. Okay, Miami, and we are doing thing over here, so. Right? So guys, that's it for me. I'll be back. I don't know, maybe later tonight, probably tomorrow. But hit the little like button and subscribe. And notification, put on the notification bell. And last, if you don't want to know how to make Jamaican food, the jerk chicken, like how I'm going to go make it. Ewas, thank you again as usual. Everybody, thank you. Jamaica, what? Can't say. Deb's World, everybody, thank you. One love. Grab the little ebook where we have, okay? And then you can question me with that. I have everything in there. Jerk Essentials is name. The one up here is the black book. Just have jerk chicken in there, curry goat, oxtail, ackee and saltfish, everything you want to know how to cook properly. You just grab it on 1, 2. And then it costs a whole heap of money. That one there about $19, the other one at $12. Come on now. AJ, you do jerk chicken regular for you and the family. That's good. Hopefully you clean your chicken. That was today's lesson today. Today's lesson was make sure you clean your chicken. Wash your chicken with lime and vinegar. Okay? That was the lesson of the day. Hopefully you get that. All right, guys. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe, sub up. One love.